Hello everyone, this is Bart Coppens and today I'm going to show you... I don't know where I am. You see, my mom dropped me off in a totally random place by car. It is near a city called Culemborg. My mom works here and she drives here by car sometimes. And I was like, alright, just pick me up and put me somewhere in a random location. And I don't know, I'm gonna look around if we're going to see something interesting today. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But that's the fun. In nature you never know what to expect. So it's a random adventure. Let's go! My mom dropped me off in a random place named Culemborg. She works there and offered me a free ride. Thanks for the lift, Mom. Now I'm going to see if there's anything of value there. I have honestly no clue and no expectations. It's a tiny city in the Netherlands, so I don't expect huge forests or natural reserves. But urban exploring nature can be cool too, I suppose. Let's get started. I had to walk through a lot of suburbs first, but let's skip that boring part. After following the train tracks, I found a small but nice field of grass with a lot of insects in it. This looks like a good place to explore for a YouTube video. After walking a lot through the suburbs, I guess I found a nice little field here with some flowers and herbs and vegetation. If we are going to see anything interesting today, I have absolutely no clue. But hey, that's the fun part, you never know what to expect. I do see a good number of plants and flowers here, and I'm starting to think that after walking through the suburbs, perhaps yes, there is going to be some stuff that I can show you here. This is a totally unplanned video. It's literally like a random adventure. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know where I am. I haven't been to this place. I'm just walking around and see if we can see cool stuff, I guess. Soon I was greeted by a peacock butterfly on a flower. A quite common species in my country and one of the most beautiful. A nice start of the day. Alright people, I'm surprised. This is a totally random, unplanned video. But it does seem this field has a rich diversity in butterflies. So it's time for me to grab my net and see whatever I can catch and identify for you guys. Maybe there are some cool species, who knows? Alright people, today I am very optimistic. I literally just arrived here a few seconds ago. And I've already gathered a lot of butterflies. This place seemed to be swarming with butterflies. And that's amazing because this is an unplanned video in a random area. The thing about Bart Coppens is you can drop him anywhere in the country and he will find butterflies and moths eventually. You could drop me in the middle of New York and I would keep walking and walking until I find the butterflies that I need. Anyway, let's just examine some of the species that we have in here up close and tell something about them. This is quite a cool species. It is called Polygonia sea album. Sea album, and the scientific name refers to the white sea that you can see on their hindwings. Can you see it? There's like this white marking. That's what the scientific name refers to. In my country, this is a reasonably common species. If you ever visit my country in summer, there's a good chance that you'll see them. What's interesting is they have two forms. You see there's a spring form and a summer form. And the spring form and summer form look slightly different. The summer form is definitely lighter in color. I don't know if you can see the difference, but there is a difference. The host plant of this butterfly is stinging nettles, a very common plant in my country. And they will lay eggs on there. So yeah, let's release it. By the way, disclaimer for the dirty stinking animal rights activists who may complain about me handling the butterflies. I always release them back to nature and they are not harmed. Yay, see? Oh, there you go. See, it flew away. It's perfectly fine. If you are in nature like me and you have no clue what you're doing and no clue where you're going, one tip is follow the flowers. Flower-rich tiny little fields like these are always an excellent place to see insects and sometimes other wildlife as well. Aha! Now here is an interesting one. This is Oglodes sylvanus, the large skipper butterfly. It comes from the Hesperidae family, the skipper butterfly family, which is a family of butterflies that don't get a lot of attention on my channel and don't get a lot of attention in general. It is a nice skipper that can be found from June to August. And what's interesting is they lay eggs in grasses. Their host plant is literally grasses, and the caterpillars also feed on grass. They have one generation per year. I believe the caterpillars hibernate in the grass. It's a typical summer species here, very charming little insect. The Hesperidae, the skippers, are actually quite primitive butterflies. And it's interesting to see them. These butterflies usually have a very fast and zigzagging way of flying. If you saw them fly, you could mistake them for another insect like a bee, because they fly so fast. Anyway, let's release this one. Oh, you want to stay with me? Hey, this is nice. Oh, there you go. Bye bye, friendo. Love you. Alright people, this one seems to be old and damaged. No, that's not my fault. This is Maniola urtina, the meadow brown butterfly. Once again, a very common butterfly in my country. They can be seen from summer until late in the year, until autumn even, having one generation a year. And yes, once again, the caterpillars of this species feed on grasses, literally on grass. Grass seems to be a host plant for many butterflies in my country as well. Makes sense, because grass is almost everywhere. And right now we are in a grassland, so of course we can expect to see some grassland butterflies. So it has damage on its wings. It's not a perfect specimen. Oof, you are damaged, bro. Yeah, let's let it one go. Bye bye. Old butterfly. A little lesson in biology, people. A little lesson in biology. So why are there so many butterflies in this small area? Well, we can blame this little plant for this. This is thistle. And this particular species, I think, is creeping thistle, Tiersium avense. Correct me if I'm wrong. The thing about thistles that, ow, see, they have spines, they hurt. And therefore humans don't really like them. Typically, thistles are one of the first plants that we would remove from our garden or our property. They are really a plant that we like to label as a weed, a harmful one, because their spines hurt and they can propagate a lot. The thing about thistle is that nature disagrees with the way we think about them. Thistles are an amazing plant for insects. Many butterflies and moths rely on thistles to provide them with nectar. This is basically like an insect restaurant. And if you don't believe me, I've been filming these thistles for a while. And let me just compile for you the evidence of how many butterflies, moths and other insects I could observe on these thistles in a short amount of time. Let me show you. Didn't you notice all the butterflies in this video were somehow feeding from the thistle flowers? Well, I did. The flowers of thistles are super beneficial to insects. They provide a lot of nectar. Butterflies and many other pollinators go crazy for them. Don't be so selfish to think that thistles are a useless weed. Look here. All these thistles in this grassland behind me is what creates some of the biodiversity in here. We need more thistles, if anything. And then I caught something really special with my net. Wow, incredible, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why, but for some reason this butterfly does not feel like flying away right now. It's just sitting on my hand. Now, the old World Swallowtail Papiliomagon is a species that we've seen on my channel countless and countless of times in all my outdoor videos. But getting close-ups of them can be difficult because they are very skittish and active during the day. But it turns out that right now, for whatever reason, this butterfly right here on my hand is just chilling there, it's not flying away. It's probably not gonna last for long, especially if the wind is sabotaging my plans. Maybe it's just kind of relaxing right now and doesn't feel like flying away, but wow! This is an amazing moment on my channel. Oh my god, I hope the wind would stop blowing. So this is, I said this many times, but this is the only species of swallowtail in my country, in the Netherlands. Some countries are very lucky to have dozens of species of swallowtails. Just go to a place like Brazil, I'm pretty sure there's over 100 species, but my country, Northern Europe, is not super biodiverse. And the old world swallowtail is kind of our only species of swallowtail that we have in these regions. It's very unfortunate. But you know what, I'm happy to have this one because they are absolutely gorgeous. They really are a gorgeous species in each and every respect. They lay eggs on the Apiaceae family. This includes carrot, fennel, milk parsley, cow parsley and many other plants. So many of them are vegetables like carrot and fennel. Humans are fond of them as well. For that reason they're sometimes attracted to like vegetable gardens and stuff. That's pretty cool. Just to lay their eggs on. I'm pretty sure that if in your garden you plant carrot, there's a good chance the butterfly will come and lay eggs there. What a beauty, eh? Wow. Thank you, butterfly. Oh my god, the wind. Really? I mean, how often does a wild butterfly sit on your hand? So I can't really complain about the wind, I guess. But still it's kind of annoying. Wow, this is a happy accident. This is so amazing. I don't think I've ever held a wild butterfly like this. This is really cool. I don't know why it's not scared. Maybe it's exhausted from flying away for too long. What a beautiful insect. This is the pride of my country. Yay! have no idea where I'm going, people. Totally random video. But turns out there is a bridge here. So we arrived at the river, I suppose. Oh look, this is where the trains cross the river. Aha! Wow, okay. The good news is river edges are usually good places for butterflies. So maybe we can see a few more. It's funny, this butterfly seems to be licking minerals from what appears to be the underside of the bridge. See, this is one of the pillars of the bridge. There's a load of graffiti on it. But it also seems that water appears to be seeping through some of the pores in the concrete or the stone, whatever it's made of. And some butterflies like these salts and minerals. This butterfly here is even drinking from what appears to be feces. Yep, it's eating poop. Why? For the same reason I showed you before. It's the minerals it contains, the salts in particular. Some people may think that this is gross, but this is the reality of the situation. Butterflies are not as innocent as you think. Sometimes they are attracted to urine, feces, and even the rotting carcasses of animals, just to get some of those important salts and minerals they need in their diet. So yeah, here I have some exclusive footage of the red Admiral Butterfly. So I've crossed the bridge and now I'm near the river on the other side of the train tracks, and here's a lot of grassland. Excellent, people. In the distance I see grasslands with flowers. This is what I need for my video. Alright people, I'm still close to the train tracks. Here comes another train. And here comes another one. May as well wait before talking. Or not. I'm happy with this video so far. The best months in my country to see butterflies are July and August. Currently it's July, so the next 2 months are going to be very important for me. They are going to be the best months in my country to see butterflies. So right now it is peak butterfly season. And even me going to a random middle of nowhere place like this results in a nice video, and with that I'm happy. So let's just take advantage of the fact that summer is here. And my hair is once again terrible, wow. But yeah, this is it. This is peak summer. For the next 2 months I hope to make a lot of videos in nature, of course. Because soon after summer we will have autumn and winter, and then everything will be terrible again when it comes to insects. And we have to wait for next spring. But yeah, this is top prime butterfly season, and we are going to see many butterflies today. Here there seem to be a lot of flowers, but I don't see any butterflies or insects on them. I'm not sure why. Maybe this is the type of flower they don't really like. So let's move on. Huh? Alright people, so I seem to have found a spot with many thistles. And that means of course many butterflies. Curiously, in this small area there were only huge numbers of red admirals, Vanessa atalanta, and no other species of butterflies. And even more curiously, in this very same video I've already explained something about the benefits of thistles, which makes this moment another excellent example of the thing that I have just explained, because these admirals were all swarming around the thistles. Butterflies love thistles, and the evidence again today is once overwhelming. Alright people, I've seen enough of these floodplains. Let's go back to the dike and back to the suburbs. See if we can find anything there of value. Alright people, let's get back up the dike. Alright people, I am back on the dike and slowly I am heading back to the city Culemborg. And when I arrive there, perhaps I'm going to catch the train back home. Now what is a dike? Dikes are a very Dutch thing, our whole country is covered with them. They're these elevated roads and they keep the water out. They prevent us from flooding. Much of my country is below sea level. And here's another cool bird, the Eurasian spoonbill, just as I was about to go home. Yep, this video is almost over by the way. This bird filters small animals out of the water with its spoon-shaped bill and blah 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 blah. Recently I already made a video in which I explained a lot about their ecology, so I'm not gonna repeat all of that again. Just look at the cool spoonbill, okay? and I headed back to the city slowly. Fun fact, Culemborg is sort of an old city that dates back to the 13th century. Alright, that's it. I'm heading back to the train station, guys. It's time to go home. It was a short and somewhat unplanned and spontaneous video, but I hope you liked it regardless. YouTube does not support this channel. I am demonetized and YouTube does not pay me a single cent for uploading any video. Therefore, it's important for me and my show and that my fans and viewers are willing to help me out financially. If you like my channel and you want to see it continue, consider donating to my channel via Patreon, PayPal, Ko-Fi or other means. Without donations and crowdfunding from my viewers, it's not possible for me to make so many videos at all. Sorry if this reminder annoys you, but I have no other options.